This video is dedicated to anybody who wants to play Roblox, but they're either two things. They're not sure about it, or they've heard a lot of bad stuff about it, or they just purely think it's cringe because everyone, well, looks like this. Okay, so this is like a couple things you need to say before you play Roblox. This is just in general for everyone, and a couple of my friends especially. Okay, so if you're not wanting to play games or not wanting to spend any money or any of that stuff, it's fine, but there are some games that you do want to avoid because they will kind of shove it in your face. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with the sus games, if you know what I mean, what not to, like, have pretty much the best to avoid them. Okay, games like this for an example, Rayman Avatar. I'm not saying that this game is not, it's not that bad, but you will find some interesting avatars. Yes, you can make your avatar kind of whatever you want. It will get moderated to an extent. Nothing like that detailed. I will just say that much. You might just see like a guy completely wearing tan. That might imply to somebody being, please donate. Fine. You literally just, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's just donate. Like you could get some Robux out of that. I don't know. Never really tried. Games like this, for an example, I'm specifically talking about these three and the kinds that might look like this. Romy Chat With. I would not suggest playing games like this if you really don't want to do any, hear or see any such stuff. Mic Up. It's more of like a tool and less of like a game. If I were to like get my mic on and like enable it, I would go in here to test it, just to see if it would work in any other game that has mics. Games like this, like, yeah, games, I'm not gonna play it, but games like this, for an example, I would not suggest playing this at all, like, at all. No, I get there is active people on it, but there's a reason why those people are on. And it's probably for not reasons I don't want to join. It's just for people that chat and say really weird stuff. It's like Meep City, but not as big before it got like completely not nerfed, but the moderation system completely took over that game. Well, if you're like a girl and you're like 10 and you're really into pink, I would suggest playing this, but I personally would never play that at all. So a lot of the stuff, for an example, when you join Roblox, you're gonna see like two things. You're gonna see here, which is this is the most useful tool, by the way. This is the most useful tool. But first, we're gonna go into the pay-to-win games before we explain this. Okay. Simulator games, for an example, Pet Simulator X. This should be like this is a pretty big game. It has like 13,000 people playing on it. It's very money hungry. Like it's pay to win. There's nothing more you could say about it. It is just pay to win. Duplicate items are a thing. Pretty much, like if I put money into a slot machine, it could give me the same item multiple times. I like games that don't have duplicate items if I were into games like that. It's like the loot box thingy. Okay, now if you're into... Now we're going to talk about the search bar first, right? So if I were to like, for an example, if I like to show... I never watched the show, but I know it's a popular one. So like, if you just want to play like Squid Game, I would just go Squid Game, and it'd pop up. Popular result. I very much suggest playing this game, even if you don't like Squid Game, the show. It's still a very fun game to play with your friends, especially because you have to do like all the stuff and all the challenges. And you have to be the last one standing. Very fun. If you like another show, like I mean, this is kind of like a movie series, but Star Wars, I guess. I'm just going to put that up here. There are some like this, I guess, I mean, I've never played these, but I guess they're okay. Now, if I were to look up, like, you have to kind of find a lot of these games, too, like, really fun games. Like, if I was going to play, like, a horror game, I'd play Mimic or something like this. Judy's interesting, I don't know. Mimic is pretty good, but if I was going to play, like, Backrooms... I would just do like... Okay, the best one for Backrooms is... It's not called the Backrooms, but it is the best Backrooms game out there. It's called Paraphobia. If you know how to spell that, you'll be able to put that up here, so... That's good. Another good horror game is Doors, which has been very popular, and I play it a lot, as you can see, it's my YouTube channel. And the last subject, last two, right? So we're just gonna talk about simulator. We already did that. Sorry. Okay. The Roblox avatar system. Yay. All right. So you might not want to get Robux and spend money, even though Robux is a very cheap, at least in my opinion, the cheapest video game currency. You will never find a game that spends $10 and you can get so much stuff with that. Very, in my opinion, very good currency. But if you're not wanting to spend money at all, and you wanted to get items, I guess you would kind of just go here, price, boom, apply. Find stuff like this that I could wear. I wouldn't wear that though because that's kind of weird. Shirts is a whole other topic. This for an example. By the way, it will make your arm look like this because it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, and then there's like a lot of free stuff. It's not even like 3D clothing. There's also like shoes. There's also my favorite part, t-shirts. I could put on like this for an example. By the way, your arms will change back. It's just it was kind of just adjusting to the 3D clothing. Wait, let me go to here. Sorry, go to here. There we go. Arms are back to normal. You kind of just might have to do that if you're like testing out 3D clothing. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, shop. I'm just gonna go back to here. Go to clothing. Yeah, this is all the free items, by the way. This is like all the stuff you're gonna find. There are so many t-shirts, okay? There are a lot of sus t-shirts. That's why I suggest careful what you look up, because literally it's so easy to like make a t-shirt. I've tried to get an image, pay 10 Robux, and put it up here, and I can make it free. So easy. Well, I'm just gonna buy this because why not? One of my friends loves ramen. Okay, anyways. And as I said probably earlier, you can make your avatar look more realistic if you want, like this. It's one of my personal favorites, and yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you a lot on a guide. Hopefully now I'll be able to get Roblox and know what to do and what not to do. See you guys in the next video.